It was nothing at all of what I expected in any way.
It's really cool to see it come to life in front of you.
It was a really great laugh and medicine. It was good medicine.
It's like a practical application for improv for real life where you can kind of take an outside look of your own situations.
Anything can happen in Playback Theater. Anything can happen in Playback Theater.
The Playback Theatre Company of Portland does public shows, which we do maybe once every other month, and then we do private bookings. It's just a really fun, creative way to explore issues and bring about resolution. Tonight you're going to see a playback theatre show that's geared towards just the public audience. So we warm the audience up by means of asking them questions, and they call out words, and we play those back in a creative way. And then individual audience members are invited up to share a story from their life. And the story could be anything. We never know what we're going to get. We're a complete improv group. And so we play those stories back. So this is just a way for Portland to meet Portland.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Playback Theater, where your stories come to life on the spot.
We create a portal and go back to ancient times when people would sit around the fire and tell stories to one another. And so what I try to do in a show is tap into that deep tradition of storytelling, and everyone feels comfortable just being very real, telling stories, expressing their minds, their hearts, and connecting with one another. And when that happens, you can feel the magic.
When actors duplicate what's in somebody's mind, it has a chance to resonate and harmonize. There's a huge potential for change in someone's psyche.
For me, it's inspiring to do this work as a director and as a performer. I love the performance aspect of it, which is why I do this. And I like directing because I can use this form to really bring this work to all different communities and people.
After a playback show, people feel very warm and fuzzy and connected, and yet they've really aired a lot of what's on their hearts and minds.
Playback theater troupe gives an extra balance to my life. During the day, I'm an attorney. Having this performance tonight and being here with everyone allows me to have that spontaneous moment and really connect with them.
You really have to have no mind. You just shut that off. You don't decide you're playing a role when you're listening to a story from an audience member. You go with an emotional hit, something that resonates with you, and then you decide to do it. And you jump out on the stage and you start doing it, and the other actors take their own hits and you meld the story together.
You've got me head over heels.
They're like, oh, you gotta come up with a story, and I was blank. I was like, I have no idea. And then as I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect to share what just happened with me yesterday.
This is different than just regular improv. It's storytelling with meaning.
With a show of hands, anybody here that's never been to a playback theater show?
There's not a lot of places in society today where you can just tell your story and have it honored, and then to see it played back. I mean, that's just unheard of. You know, it's like modern shamanism.
My favorite part for the evening is having the audience members when I walk around and hearing them say what their favorite piece is. So I can overhear members saying, oh, I love the instance when the man carried the body.
I think playback is just a profound way for people to hear each other in an open forum that's creative, and people get connected to each other. And what's nice is when we go and we work with different groups to hear their different stories, to meet their different cultures, and then to bring those together is beautiful.